What's going on, guys? This is obviously Jordan here, back again with another video. This is day 20, I think. We've actually breached, a nice patch, maybe even 21, of the final stretch for this 30-day challenge. And today's one, this is going to be a very, very quick, well, relatively quick video. And I was going to do something more lengthy, more interesting, but I've been meaning to shower for to be fair, Sonia, it's 1:30, so I've been meaning to shower for about an hour and a half. And I've been sitting here I so badly don't want to do it. And the reason why is because I've been trying to take cold showers recently. And even despite my, contrary to my feelings right now, there are so many benefits to it, at least in my experience. And I thought, let me try and share those experiences as a way to motivate myself to actually get in there and benefit from what I'm about to say. So this video is going to be all again about what are the benefits, or what are my experiences at least of taking cold showers for the last month, 2 months almost, and we're trying to decipher whether or not you guys can think if it's going to be valuable to you. Very briefly before we start, I mean, I've always been a little bit of a reader. I read books here and there. I talk about it much more on the podcast on UGSG, so if you want to see what UGSG is all about or some books that I recommend, go and check that platform out. But while I'm here, I've read this recently, Outliers. I'm not even going to talk about it in this video, but this is an exceptional book. Check it out. But as I was saying, so cold showers, it's difficult to recommend per se, because it's not actually, I don't have any science to back up whether or not what I'm doing is accurate. But there are several benefits to me that I've observed over the past month or two, taking cold showers, and one of them for sure comes from a motivational. It's like a soft skill type of benefit, where usually you'd wake up, you wouldn't really feel motivated, you kind of feel tired. I don't know, you might, sometimes I used to struggle. I was always self-motivated, but sometimes it's hard if I don't want to do something, I just won't do it. I just look at this lecture and be like, nah, I'm not doing it. But the more and more I got used to taking cold showers, I'm a man of marginal gains. I don't just step into a shower, turn it cold and just firm it. I'm not Superman. But I'll do I started off doing my normal shower, and then at the very end, after I've done washing myself, I'd turn the hot tap off, because the one I've got here in uni's got a hot dial and a cold one. So you figure out, you turn it on full heat, adjust the coldness. So that's how I do it, at least. So you're at a good temperature, and then at the end I just turn the hot tap off and I just firm the cold. At first it literally I was there for 2 seconds. I'm like, nope, not worth it. Shut it off, get out of there. But as each day goes by, you kind of get used to it more. You learn to breathe through it, just firm it, just take deep breaths. Instead of just having my head under there and being scared, you kind of just have your whole body moving around more, getting used to it, and you just become more. People kind of say willpower is like a muscle, and I really kind of experienced that while taking cold showers. And now I'm just a lot more assertive in the sense that, I've already, how hard it is to stand there in a cold. If you haven't already tried it, I promise you, try it and let me know what you think. It actually is a lot more difficult than you'd think it should be. It's just cold water, but it actually is the most painful. Difficult experience ever, and every instance in your body is telling you to get out or to turn it off. But once you overcome that, you kind of feel like you can overcome anything. And of course, not literally everything. I'm not gonna flip and try and fly or anything. But if I'm 2 hours later, if I'm not feeling this lecture, I'll go have a shower, turn it cold for a couple of seconds. 30 seconds I've been trying to get to. Well, I've been doing 30 seconds consistently and trying to do several minutes now. But I get to the point where I'm sitting down looking at this lecture, I'm like, you know what? It ain't that bad. It ain't as bad as what I just went through. So that's it's a nice. I don't know the word for it, but it just makes you feel more excited to do other things, because you kind of got through the hardest part of the day. And once you kind of trick, because your body is trying to get you out, but in your head you're like, nah, I got to firm it. Once you kind of show yourself that you're in control of something, you kind of just feel more control about everything in your day. If I was seeing a friend or something in the evening, I might not. Now I'm just way more chill, and I haven't tried it, seen these people after a hot shower and tried them again the next day with a cold shower to actively compare it. But you can just tell, you just know when you're doing it. You're like, huh, you just feel a bit more relaxed, and that's one of the main benefits. The other benefit, I mean, I can go off all day, but I don't actually have, again, no scientific proof to back anything up. But one other thing that I've consistently observed is it just makes you a lot more prepared for the temperature outside. And you'd think if it's cold out or if it's hot out, it would make sense because it cools you down. But if it's cold out, you think it wouldn't make sense because you'd be cold coming back out into the cold. But what I've observed is that literally no matter what the temperature is outside, you just feel better when you come out of it. Maybe it's because you're just not used to being in a cold shower, and anything outside is better than that. But if it's hot outside, you kind of come out, you feel cool, and obviously the sun starts to evaporate. You have this layer of cold water on top of you to cool you down. Otherwise, if it's cold out, you know, you're already kind of cold and you feel warmer stepping out into it. And now it's like either one, you feel warmer stepping out into it, or two, you're already cold, so it doesn't really feel like, it's no like shock of like, oh, it's cold air. It's like you're already kind of cold. You just step out into it as if it's normal. And they're literally, whenever you, those 30 seconds are always always annoying when it's cold. Cold water, but the second you turn off and you get out, whether it's hot out, cold out, you know, whether you're seeing someone in 10 minutes, if you have a lecture to watch, or you have to read a book, you know, you told yourself you're going to read 10 pages of outliers based on Jordan's recommendation, you just feel better about doing it. I'm not going to go off on any more length or depth than that, because again, no scientific evidence. See, those car alarms, if that guy had taken a cold shower, his alarm wouldn't be going off like that right now. But that's basically what I've got for you guys today. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. We've now entered the final 10 days of the challenge, so let's get it.